big welcome to all the Zodiac signs, and a big welcome to you, my dear Capricorn. The clear message on 1st of January is that I am opening the readings, so anybody can find a message in here. So please feel free to look into the other readings as well if there is a title or a sentence that's appealing to you. The sun has moved into Aquarius, and that's the star of hope, the star that gives us the feeling that more light is coming after the dark month where now the moon is in your sign. So the month before was Capricorn, the month before was this overcoming. The church, of course, created here an evil structure, which I am changing, because for me the Capricorn is a goat that climbs up, has the power to overcome obstacles, has the power to climb up a straight wall. And they do really crazy things, and they seem reckless because they jump and they climb and they put themselves into dangerous situations. But not because they're reckless, because they are feeling no fear on that sense. So the sun is highlighting the moon, and the moon, which is in Capricorn today, is now in this combination giving you a very distinct message. The message is that you are cardinal, right? You begin projects, and the sun is highlighting you and saying, yes, go for it, do it. Because Aquarius is a fixed sign. Aquarius is telling you, yes, like the sun, it's fixed. It's giving you the energy of, hey, I'm supporting you. Hope is always here on a combination like this. Now the sun is a star as well, and it's very interesting that when the star is so close, we see it's round. But when the star is far away, we see the points of the star because it's so far away, right? Now, here it's the purpose and the 11th house of friendship. And here is the 10th house, the social status and power. You climbing for social status, and the combination here, how can you climb, is when you have friends that help you with that. Now I have the Capricorn is the dancer for me. He's climbing up, he's climbing to the third eye, because in the third eye he sees that he can shift and change and liberate himself from these attachments that the church created, quite like a demonic energy, which, you know, I don't see it like that. The Aquarius is falling, the star is falling down, and we have a new moon tomorrow on Tuesday. So there is not much light highlighting you right now, my dear. So you got to take what the life gives you. Sometimes we think, okay, this is not fair, things are not fair, but there's no such thing as fairness. There is just the situation as it is, and we are going to look into that right now, what the cards are telling you about this combination of this kind of feeling a purpose and a power coming together. The purpose of power, or the power is a purpose. The first card is from the Medicine Woman deck, and it is the Warrioress. The cards itself are German based. The English cards, I don't have them right now here, but the picture is what is important. We look at the picture, we look at what this card is saying. So I picked this first because I want to see where, whenever I have a a court card, and this is your court card if your birthday is between December 12th and January 8th. If the court card is facing the past, I like to put something there, because then it tells me why you actually looking this way. There is a story. So there is a conversation of this energy. You are a warrioress. Deep within you, you are this energy. Of course, this is Cancer. And this is the mental discipline to see in your third eye the intuition. And you are very goal-oriented, gloriously winning. You're sitting on this horse and are telling her, hey, remember back then you had this great spirit. Now awaken to it, because you sit here and you're looking at the coin, you're looking at the earth, and sometimes you might get a little melancholic sitting here, and now there is something telling you to wake up, stand up, right, and go for it. What comes after are two cards from the Creativity Oracle. And the Creativity Oracle is a very beautiful crafted deck. These are fabrics, I'm just going to show you. And these fabrics, they crafted together then these images. So have a look into these pictures and see what they come and do to you. Before I give you the word, right? I always want you to feel this oracle message. Now this one is go deeper, and this one is go secrets. Expressing the deeper meanings in life while staying attuned to childlike wonder is at the heart of all great art. The number 80. And it's the last card, and I find it fascinating that the last card is not like, oh, you have arrived and everything is perfect. No, you've got to go deeper now. Secret, conceal plans and actions from those not ready to accept you as you are. Number 23. Okay, so there is something speaking to you, because the message here, I'm going to turn it this because it's how they came. The message here is go deeper. Go deeper now into, you have become this incredible human being. You have become like a master, but that doesn't mean everything ends there and now everything is fluffy and perfect. No, it's like it continues. The wheel is spinning. Everything is spinning, continuously spinning, changing, shifting. And so even if you have arrived, there's no end to it. It's endless. I mean, this is really, sometimes I try to figure this out. This is endless. So yeah. And the secrets that other cannot, or those who are not ready to accept you as you are, even with your flaws, with the things that maybe don't make you perfect, but that's perfect. Because you're not perfect, you're perfect. So the number 8 and the number 5. The number 5 is connected with the Hierophant. Now, with the Hierophant, we have that church setting, and I feel always that you are misprojected. You are the devil. I mean, sorry, there is no devil. There is a side in us that gets attached to things, and then we become dependent, and then we don't act anymore out of free will. We act out of we need, and then these negative attributes come out of us. But that's all there is. And then of course people behave bad and negative, but they're not because they're bad and negative. They're just behaving in a certain way because they get attached to a certain lifestyle. So that's what I feel is speaking through this 5, right? That people are conditioned to think everything has to be fluffy and perfect. And what the church is kind of like implying, right? There's this and the church is falling apart. The church is since a long time doing so many things wrong. And we also have to understand they are human beings. And no one is free from this constant challenge of black and white, man and woman. So the secret is to understand that the secret is to go deeper within and to accept then that people will have to learn to accept the whole package. You cannot only get one side, because one side doesn't create anything. Then comes from the Muse Tarot these 2 cards. So you got the 9 of Materials and the 3 of Inspiration. Now the 9 of Materials is Venus in Virgo. And the 3 of Inspiration is Sun in Aries. Which is saying that financially you have been given plenty. Financially you have that connection of knowing how to make things work, because you are climbing up. You are someone that knows how to work with money. You are someone that is protecting the money. You are giving the money its righteous place. And because of that, you are able to continue to be creative, and you are continuing to give life meaning by playing, by understanding that everything is in a constant play. Things are coming and going, and then you have to understand that you have to play with that. You have to understand how deep this playfulness is bringing you to open yourself up and to dance. Even though sometimes people don't understand you, there will always be someone that's not understanding you. And that's what it is, right? Even you have arrived, you have to go deeper. You have to go deeper and understand why people talk about you, or why people are the way with you, right? And you just continue, you do your thing, and you are playing. Then, out of the Animal Spirit Guidebook, you got the mouse and the bat. Now here are 2 opposites. We have an earth and an air animal. Earth is feminine, air is masculine. So the mouse and the bat, what do they have in common? Do they have something in common? Let's see. Mouse. Detail-oriented, small-minded, nitpicky, nervous. Okay. So when in balance, organized, resourceful, and prepared. So that is something that I feel you have that within you, but just be careful that you don't get nervous. The mouse has an innate desire to tend to the details. It often spends its days fixing, preparing, organizing, and scrutinizing Unfortunately, a mouse personality doesn't notice when they've gone too far. So don't go too far with that. Looking at constantly those details. Let's see what then the combination with the bat. The bat is darkness, letting go, death leading to rebirth. When in balance, accepts, adapts, and adjusts. Before emerging, the bat waits for the sun to set and the moon to rise. In the darkness, it can see all that was invisible in the daylight hours. The bat is a master of the subtle senses, of the underlying forces that cause some things to prosper and others to fade. So the bat is coming to help you to overcome this nervousness, this constantly looking how to fix things, how to, so you become more intuitive, so you become more also, because the background is quite dark, the background is dark, and of course you have also the darkest month. That is somehow your power, that's your superpower. Your superpower is that you are not afraid of the dark. Your superpower is that you are also at night you come out and you are creative and you're productive and you are playing that with this intuition, right? You're bringing the intuition out because you have here the brightest month talking to you, which is, I'm just noticing, sometimes it's really interesting how we notice later on things, but not right away. But this is your opposite month. This is the darkest month and this is the brightest month. So you're feminine and this is masculine. But this is water and this is earth. So the light, the brightness combined with the water is a combination. And the dark with the earth, that is pure feminine. So the opposite sign, and now it's interesting, now I'm getting a message. The message is that this opposite speaking, that the secret cards where it says conceal plans and actions from those not ready to accept you as you are. So to conceal something, to conceal plans, meaning not telling them, not sharing them, and actions is maybe telling you to understand that this extreme opposite that is speaking to you here as that beginning, these two are opposite each other. And the interesting thing is that Capricorn will most likely have difficulty understanding a Cancer, and Cancer will most likely have difficulty to understand a Capricorn because they're opposite. They're 6 months apart, but they're exactly in this opposition. And this opposition makes, when you understand a Cancer and when a Cancer understands a Capricorn, you have created a circle. You have created a very deep understanding of how all of this is functioning. And this is what's so fascinating, is that you have here the earth and the air. So there is an opposition as well, an earth animal that is maybe sometimes afraid, and then here there is this bat that maybe even eats the mouse, right? And you you are learning to see that. You're learning to see that the going deeper is saying, see that challenge, expressing the deeper meanings in life while staying attuned to childlike wonder is at the heart of all great art. So continue to express the deeper meanings, continue to see that this challenge is speaking to you. This challenge is saying, well, now we're going to Cancer. So it's almost like we were here in Capricorn, now we're going to Cancer. Okay? Then comes the atoms. And it's really interesting. I see this light stream coming down at me. It's so fascinating, and it's raining outside, and I'm like, where is this coming from? But yeah, it's really beautiful. So the atoms and the building something, building worlds, building new things, is when you go deep within. This is a Virgo, this is the Hermit. And when you see deep within the liberation of the spirit that is bound to a physical body. And again, it's like the colors and the feeling of these cards, they really fit together. It's almost like there is a continuation. She is sitting here, but she is seeing this within her. And then she sees the spirit flying, the spirit dancing, the spirit liberating itself from exactly this here. Because there is also someone flying, there's also someone coming out of this picture saying, hey, I am understanding, this is a secret, that even when other people don't understand me, it's okay. It's not something I can change, something I can do about. I can only be true to myself and continue to live my life, to continue to go deeper, to continue to go and stay in this childlike wonder, which you feel very much because you looking at this like a mother who's loving this child, this material, precious child, right? So there is this material energy, and the warrior is speaking to her, saying yes, but also, you know, get up and stand up and see for what you have your discipline to, a mental discipline, to see the things in your third eye, to see. It's almost like this is the third eye, but it's also a little bit like a vagina. It's very interesting to look at this card. So now what's really interesting, I mean, this is really, really interesting. So you had here the mouse and the bat, right? Which I explained. So then there is this transformation coming, a very strong transformation coming, speaking to you that just do your thing. And now this is coming. I mean, it's crazy. It's really crazy. So the mouse, I'm gonna put this here, right, so that we have that soul rising. Look at that. I mean, look at this. So the mouse, you're transforming this energy into, now you becoming the mouse that is bigger than the director of the circus. And you realize that it's all just a game. This is all just a play. And you're realizing that you've got to shift your perspective, and you're realizing that the mouse can also be big and hold here this director. Tiny triumphs, right? So tiny triumphs means that every small little thing that we do will lead to a liberation, will lead to a freedom from thinking that you're just a small little mouse. You are awakening, and it's literally speaking and saying, hey, shift. This is why this warriors is coming to you, speaking to you, saying, hey, know who you are, know who you truly are, go deeper, and see that the secrets are not really secrets. See that the money is flowing, that you have all you need. See that the three of inspiration, the wands, the action to continue to playing the game of life, and the game of, like animals are in, the atoms, having power over the atoms by going deep within and transforming yourself, so that this card, the Aquarian energy, is helping you to be the star that is coming down, reflecting its light to the people around, and then to be clearly, strongly a jaguar, and the wind, being fast, being empowered, being this mind that is carried through the wind. Because if we don't have wind is the number 63, the number 9, and here's the number 28, the number 10. So then you have this understanding of the 10. The 10 is a new movement, a new understanding of a higher level. The 10 is the 1 and the 0 of knowing that the 8, the infinite cycle, is telling you to continue to strive for the 9. The 9 is within. The 9 that's saying, I am continuously moving, I'm continuously seeing thoughts, I'm continuously understanding that everything is constantly shifting and changing. We have a physical body and we go into the ethereal body. From the ethereal we go back into the physical. It's this constant shifting, constant understanding that you are Virgo, right? This is a Virgo, Venus in Virgo, Virgo the Hermit, and here a 9. So you have 999, you have a portal of 3 times 9, which is the highest spiritual number there is, because after it repeats. And there's 1010, but that's not the 9. The highest spiritual number is 9. And then if you have it 3 times, you have the power. You have the power to be a warrior, a power of the yellow, of the light. You have the power to see the light. You have the power to see the light within. And you have the power to see that this little sliver of light, because the moon, we have new moon tomorrow. So you have just a small sliver, right? That, the sun. The sun in Aquarius is highlighting the moon, and you only got a little sliver, so you got a little light. But look what a little light is doing. A little light is giving you everything. A little light. When the card is dark, the darkness, to get through the darkness, a little light immediately gives us a way forward. Even this jaguar is dark. The jaguar is creativity, is helping you to be inspired again in this game called life. Play it, see the power behind this message. Very powerful message. I love it. Sometimes I'm like, I struggle. I also struggle. Sometimes I really, I don't know. What am I talking about? But of course, it's growing on me. I'm learning and learning. So I hope I see you in the next reading, because then the sun is going into Pisces. Pisces is going deeper into the subconscious. Pisces is saying, yes, have a look deep down. Also have a look deep down, sometimes into the fears, even though this is an earth sign. But I love this. This is so cool. This is the coolest. See this? Transformation, shifting, giving you the power. So we look deeper in Pisces. We see what's speaking to you there. And I thank you so, so much for watching. Namaste.